in this video I'm going to talk to you about the number one biggest lie in your breakup. The biggest lie about your breakup that you're believing and that your ex is believing, which is keeping you guys from being able to get back together. Let me tell you a story about how I realized this, and then what you can do to benefit you. You see, when I got dumped, my girlfriend said she needed some time to figure things out. You've probably heard that before. I want some time alone. I need some space. I don't know if I'm in love with you anymore. And the classic, it's just the way I feel. Well, if you've heard any of those things, whether you're a guy or a girl, I've got news for you. It's a big lie. Nobody wants time to themselves. Nobody really wants to be alone. What's really going on, and what your ex doesn't have the willingness or the courage to tell you, is that they don't feel affected to you anymore. They don't feel attracted to you. There's a spark that's missing. That intimacy, that desire for closeness, that desire to want you and to be wanted by you. It's gone. It's faded. And they don't believe that you are able to renew it. So when my girlfriend broke up with me and gave me all these reasons about why she wanted to be by herself, I found out just a week later that she was out on a date with some other guy. Because what she really wanted, and what your ex really wants, is to feel love, to feel connection, to feel the person that you're with gets you. And to be able to have that kind of intimacy where you can make memories together. Now, I know that you want that. You want to be able to reach out and hold your ex's head in your hands and kiss him or her. You want to be able to hold their hand while you're walking down the street. To be able to call them up and say, hey, why don't we catch a movie? And to feel their body next to you. Feel that surge of emotion. Well, it doesn't happen on its own. And all relationships go through ups and downs. That is why this system was created, that enables and empowers you as a person who is committed to making great relationships to know how to do it. You see, what so often happens is that people start hitting a rough spot in their relationship and they just look for a way out. Because they don't know, your ex doesn't know how to fix it. And up until this point, you haven't known how to fix it either. But fortunately now there are tools available so that you can come in and recreate just like that. That spark of attraction, that feeling of intimacy, that desire. Just imagine what it would be like. Now, to have your ex call you up and say, hey, are we still on for Friday night? I can't wait to see you. To say, hey, is it all right if I spend the night? To say, hey, why don't you come over and we'll spend some time together? To feel their lips touching yours. To look into their eyes, just like you did before. You see, all of those things are available, there for you if you only know how to rekindle it. To equip you to know how to bypass all of these lies. All of this, I want time to myself. I just don't think we're a good fit. I just don't think that we're good together. Bypass all of those, penetrate them, those lies, and get down to what's really going on so that they feel like nobody knows them like you do. The reason you know these things are lies is because they once did feel connected with you. They once did love and adore you. They once did want to spend every minute with you. And by using simple, irresistible psychological triggers, you can recreate that and be in control of your relationship again. Instead of feeling like you're chasing your ex and having them not return your calls or your texts, wondering who they're out with and what they're doing, why aren't they calling, and have they found someone else that they're going to love more. Instead, you can recreate that spark just like this by using these simple psychological triggers and finally be back in control of your relationship so that you never have to worry about getting hurt again. So listen, to get started, click on the link below so that you can uncover these lies about your breakup, cut through the clutter, push it aside, and so that you can reintroduce yourself and be such a person and act in such a way so that they find you irresistible. If you're a girl, you'll discover how to make him desire, crave, and pursue you. If you're a guy, you'll discover how to make her want no one but you, to imagine no one but you, anybody but you. And even if some other guy comes up, she's always going to compare him to you and want you every time. It's really a matter of just taking simple actions. Simple actions, the actions that work versus the ones that don't. And when you finally begin to do that, you'll see a transformative and powerful difference. Now, my girlfriend who dumped me because she wanted to be alone and wanted some time to figure things out and needed some space, and then in the next week went out with another guy, once I discovered these secrets, once I discovered how to hijack her emotions, to get past all of the nonsense talk, and to find out what's really going on and how to connect with her, She came running back to me with such love and with such passion. And the time we got back together after that was probably one of the most passionate filled experience that we've ever had. Because we were finally able to connect again. You see, I discovered how to lower her defenses. I discovered how to make her feel intimate with me again, and to erase all of the mistakes which I had made, which were quite a few, and to replace those mistakes with thoughts and feelings of love and desire and comfort. So listen, I want that for you too. I want you to be able to feel this. I want you to be able to look back on this day as the day that it happened. So click on the link now. You will learn one sentence. One sentence that when you apply it can literally have the world do your bidding. Now it sounds incredible, I know. However, it's just that way. Because all of us have certain needs and certain desires. And when you understand on a very fundamental level what those needs and desires are, and you interact with people, and you talk to people, and your touch and your body language is such that you give them what they want, well then they're happy to do whatever you want them to do. And that's been the case for you and me. We've both been in those situations before. And I want you to master this one sentence and begin to practice it with your ex. Begin practicing how to get him or her to feel the way that you do, and to be able to see for yourself the results. Because so often one of the biggest obstacles to creating a relationship is that there's too much fear and panic in the way, and that banging in your chest. And there's some great techniques and some great tools that can work for you, that allow your emotions to be on your side, instead of feeling like you're wrestling with them all the time, which is exhausting. And instead of laying in bed at night wondering, who is your ex out with? What are they doing? And having that godforsaken thought of them actually being out with someone else romantically. To be able to reactivate your thoughts and use them, so that instead of lying in bed by yourself having those thoughts, you're laying in bed with your ex and hearing him or her say, God, I've missed you. I don't know how we were going to figure it out, but I'm so glad you did. I feel so in love with you. So this is the lie about your breakup. Your ex doesn't want to be left alone. They want time to figure things out. They don't want time to figure things out. They don't want some space, and they're not out of love with you. They simply don't feel the way they used to, and they don't know how to fix it. You will. Click on the link below now to get started.
Now, of course, getting back an ex-boyfriend is not quite as easy as the tips that have been outlined in this video. There are a lot of details and a lot of pitfalls along the way. Even if you understand the basic premises, such as not calling him too early, not begging him, not looking desperate, and giving him his space. Well, those are all great first steps towards understanding how to get him back. But there are still so many ways you could fail along the road by not mastering the specific step-by-step strategies which you will need to get an ex-boyfriend back. There's just still so much more to learn. So if you're interested, look, click the link below this video, winmyexboyfriendback.com. Also, it's displayed at the bottom of the screen here. And you'll be able to learn and in fact gain immediate access to a lot more knowledge than can possibly be covered in these videos. You'll learn details such as how to even know if you have a chance of getting back together with him in the first place. Then there's the callback and the breakup letter. You see, these kinds of details are simply critical. The basic strategies outlined here will get you at least probably to the callback stage. However, what to do during the actual callback, where you can learn the step-by-step approaches. Exactly what to say and do to get your ex to come crawling back to you. But one wrong move, one wrong sentence during the callback, and it can all blow up in your face. The same goes for the breakup letter. And you'll be able to learn, well, in fact, there's just so much more than what I can put onto this slide, with what you'll be able to learn by clicking at the link below. There's the awesome power of one word, for example. You can discover the one word that will completely change the dynamic between you and your ex. And among other things, I think one of the most important things is the Ex-Boyfriend Guru, the Ex-Boyfriend Guru resource provided at the link below. It can also help you to learn how to let go of toxic emotions, because those feelings of regret and despair aren't helping you get anywhere with your ex-boyfriend. You have to learn how to get rid of them as soon as possible. And there's just so much more than I could ever mention available at the resource below, winmyexboyfriendback.com. And finally, if you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube. This will make it easier for other women in a similar situation as you to find this information that they're desperately looking for right now. Because it's really tragic that women cannot get back together with their ex-boyfriends and couples cannot be happily reunited just due to a lack of basic knowledge and information on the psychological aspects of relationships. So I'll leave you with that, and always remember that you can do it. You absolutely can do it. There's nothing stopping you from getting back with your ex-boyfriend except your own motivation and willingness to take action now. So if you're really serious about getting back together with your ex-boyfriend, click the link below now and get started on your path to future happiness with him.